It's easy. Speak easy, baby.
What up, there, everybody? It's your boy Easy, and today I'm joined by a special guest, my man, my teammate, my captain, Stick from Woodward Sports. Man, what up, though?
What up, though, man? It's good to talk to you outside of work.
Yeah, man, it's kind of weird. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Same thing you do at work, man. Keep them to yourself.
I'm not so good at that. No, I'm just kidding. If you guys don't know, Stick is a part of Woodward Sports. He does a daily show Monday through Friday called the Morning Woodward. I said that right?
Yep,
Morning Woodward.
Morning Woodward show.
Yeah, Woodward Sports Network, the newest sports network on the net, but currently just mostly serving Detroit sports. And actually, man, I'll let you introduce that because that was your whole dream, and you're the one. You're the foundation of building that. Do you want to introduce to people what Woodward Sports is and what we got going on over there?
Yeah, we can do that. And I guess it all started with when me and Chad got together, and I had an idea and he had a bigger idea, and we kind of put them together, and it's turned into this really great, fantastic thing that's already showing a lot of growth, and we're putting a lot of good people together, and really that's what it was all about for me. Is just I'm a fan. I've been a fan. Like I got sick of hearing the same shit over and over and over, and I just wanted young blood in the game, and that was really what I wanted. And just like you, man, I started doing it just like you. Me and Anson, my buddy, we'd come over here, we'd sit on my couch and just talk and do it off an iPhone, and no rig, no anything like that. And it's really just about like talking to Detroit the way Detroit talks.
Yeah, that's a great point, because I remember sitting in a meeting with Chad the other day. He was kind of speaking on like I guess the way Barstool's branded, and Dave Portnoy, how he talks his shit. He's like, and how he kind of talks too, because he gets a little wild at times too. He's like, it's just the Boston in me.
Right.
And we have that serve to people Detroit style.
Right. And, I'm wearing the kneecaps t-shirt, but you talk about, when he went on this rant, and a lot of people around the country didn't fucking understand it. Like they didn't get it. But in Detroit, we were all like, yeah, you're right. We're sick of hearing the excuses. We're sick of that. You know what? We want a tough team. We want people to embody us. We want that. And Corey wrote a great article about it too, just how he spoke to Detroit the way Detroit speaks. We're not shying away from ripping off some dude's kneecaps. We thrive off that here.
Yeah, I've always been kind of surprised too, because we are Detroit, right? But it's wild some of these referees for the Lions make it out of the town safely. I always think that I'm like, how does something never happen to these guys?
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just reliving about 47 heartbreaks in my head right now.
I know. I feel bad. It's crazy because I've obviously reached my point with the Lions where, it's not obviously to you, but I kind of speak the truth on them. You know what I'm saying? I don't give them any breaks when they fuck up, or I disapprove of stuff, or I'm nervous about it. But you've had that experience even longer. What was the first heartbreak with the Lions for you, man?
Oh man, the first thing that crushed me was Barry Sanders retiring.
Damn.
That, I mean,
yeah.
What the hell do you do? And he sent it in by fax from Europe during training camp. It still hurts me to talk about it, man. And that was but even before that, I guess when they lost to Washington in the, I think it was the 91 playoffs, because I was 10 during that time. And, when you're 10, that's really when you really start paying attention and really start getting into your sports. If you love it at 10, right? It's not something that you learn to love when you're 16, 18 and already made your decisions about essentially who you're going to be in life. And they kick Dallas's ass, and then they lose to the Redskins, and it was just heartbreaking as a kid. But dude, I got so many great memories from those old teams, like Chris Spielman, Jerry Ball, all those guys, because my aunt would stay at the what's the name of it? It's a hotel anyway near the Silver Dome, And my aunt was from out of town, but whenever she'd come in here, they'd always stay in this one spot. And that's where the Lions would always stay for training camp and stuff. So I'd be the kid like waiting outside their ballroom meetings with a calendar and get it signed. And like that, I just fell in love with the team, man.
Did you ever get to meet Barry?
Nope, never got to meet Barry.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm probably one of the only people in Detroit that doesn't really love Barry, but it's more because he broke my heart.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I respect him. He's the greatest running back of all time. Like, he was amazing, but you don't do that to your team, man.
You never got over the heartbreak.
No, man. Like, if you're mad at management, that's one thing, but I hope if Woodward Sports and you continue to be a big part of it and grow with it, like. You look at it like if you're ever pissed at the upper management, you're not going to fuck your teammates over.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I really wish. Has anyone ever I know he did like a NFL films thing. But did he ever speak his mind and what I guess his thought process on that? What did he ever end up saying about that?
Yeah, I mean, he's really always been very vague about it. I don't think he's ever really pinpointed. He just said he didn't want to play anymore. And it's like, okay, fine. You don't want to play anymore, but do that at the end of the last season so we get an off season to sign a fucking running back so we don't go into years of turmoil off the best teams we ever had.
I truly believe you're definitely still sick over that, man. I can hear it in your voice. I didn't let it. Did we immediately suck after that? That year, were we shit or did we still do decent?
They were decent. But then, then it was just, it's been what it is since 1999. And, it's been bad.
Shout out to my man, Botox and Big Jim out in California that they sent me a shirt and a gift. I was not aware of the gift, man. So I'm excited to see what that is.
Oh, nice. You got to re-gift, man. You got to get them one of these Woodward Sports joints.
Yeah, I do actually. Cause they're out there in Cali too. So that'd be pretty sick to have some Woodward Sports, rocking around the country. Put some Dan Campbell in there at stick. Who was your favorite Lions player?
Ooh, I was a big Spielman guy. I did love Spielman.
What type of player? He was a middle linebacker, right?
Yeah.
I like talking to older Lions fans because, I know these names, but I don't know, their style.
First of all, fuck you. No, but I get it. Yeah, no, Spielman, he was an animal. Think of a Ray Lewis type player, little slower, but better, could read the defense, could light it up, playing with bloody noses, just, and it was more of a physical game back then too.
Yeah.
But, that's who I wanted to be when I played football was Chris Spielman. I wanted to rip people's heads off, but that's kind of the whole vibe of Detroit back in the late 90s or early 90s, and, you had the Bad Boys, which I grew up on, just a bunch of hard asses beating the hell out of teams. And, I wanted to be like Dennis Rodman and Bill Laimbeer. I was never looking to be Jordan. I was never looking to be Bird. I wanted to be, Dennis Rodman, the guy that just irritated the hell out of you till you got so off your game. He really didn't even have to play anymore. And I was like that when I played youth sports and, in high school.
It is crazy because, thinking back, every championship Detroit team has had that type of mentality. Even the Red Wings, Bad Boys, 04 Pistons with the going to work Pistons. It's always been that grit and grind, and I think it's why the kneecap statement resonated with us because we're just fucking back to that way, and that's been the way the way to success in the city. It's kind of crazy, man.
It is weird how life works out like that, the only way to, win and be good in Detroit is to be like Detroit and just be hard nosed, talk shit. You're getting punched in the mouth. That's us. And we love you, but we'll punch you in the mouth.
Yeah, that's facts, man. That's why I think one of the reasons too, I was excited before the season started for the Pistons, but now that it has started and you see guys like Isaiah Stewart and Josh Jackson get into it with guys and bothering them and being a little bit of a nuisance. It's here we fucking go. We're cooking something.
Yeah, and it goes back, if you can't beat them, beat them. That's it, man. I love that Giannis and his brother had to approach him after a game. What a soft move to bring your brother to your fight. You're supposed to be the MVP, the top dog, the big dude.
Yeah. You're the fucking MVP, and you're bringing I think it was your younger brother, whatever it was, to a rookie, a fucking rookie,
to run up on some dude, so another rookie, and it's like. But as we say this, the Pistons are getting their ass kicked 38-53 in Memphis.
Yeah. I ran into him at Barry Sanders at Sunco gas station on Walton Avenue in Rochester Hills. He jogged into the parking lot, picked up a Gatorade while I was getting gas. That's dope.
Great story.
Oh yeah. I think Barry didn't like Bobby Ross. Is that a thing? Was that a rumor back then?
Yeah, he just wasn't happy with any of the coaching or any of the upper management. I mean, it was, and he just like, if you really dive into it, him and his dad always had such a weird relationship, and his dad always like he could never get his dad's approval in football because his dad, it was Jim Brown and that's it, and he would always compare Barry to Jim Brown, like Barry could break 2,000 yards in a season. Jim Brown, like you ain't shit, Jim Brown. You ain't shit, Jim Brown. And I think Barry, I don't want to psychoanalyze the guy, but like I've watched all this stuff and I've read all this stuff, and I think really at the end of the day, he was just done using football as a way to like try to prove something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good. By the way, again, the shirt. What's woodwardsports.com to get the shirt, right?
Yeah, click on shop.
There you go. Yeah, I gotta get you on that too, because I got some speakeasy stuff. I got some people that want some speakeasy stuff, but the logistics part of it, getting it out from the basement, I haven't been too good at that. So I'd love to.
We'll get it up on the shop, man. We'll put it on the Woodward Sports shop.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get on that.
You're on the team, baby.
Yes, sir, man. It's fucking beautiful too. I'm telling you, man. Woodward Sports, let's fucking go, man.
Let's go.
I almost want to make like jerseys with a rocket and a moon behind it because we're going, man.
Let's do it.
Calvin Johnson was my first Lions heartbreak for real.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can understand that. I mean, Calvin wasn't as abrupt as Barry, but it was still like, man. And then, he does recent interviews, and he knew he was done before the season. And it's like, sometimes you wish that, like when Kobe went on his, I'm out of here salute tour, and, he got to go to every packed stadium, and everybody gave him the love. Like, you wish Calvin would have done that for his past year, his last year in the league. But, But yeah, it's so crazy. That's another weird thing about Detroit is like two of the greatest players to ever touch a football field left us early.
Yeah, it's a fucking that's a shitty part about Detroit. That's one of the shitty parts about it, man.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You gotta be tough to be a Lions fan.
You really do. I've been going back and forth because obviously I have my son now too, and like it's like, do I let him make his own choice? Like, do I force this on him? Because it's painful, man. There's so many, because it's not even just like the moments of us sucking. There's moments where like you have the hope, and I know I'm not just a sour fan at this point because I've talked to enough pros, talked to enough people who've been around the league and whatnot through the podcast. We get fucked by the referees too,
Yeah. TJ Lang was on the morning show. What was that, a couple of weeks ago, and he was like, "Listen, when I played for the Packers." Same technique, everything that I used to do, and then I came to Detroit, and all of a sudden they were holding penalties, and I was getting flagged all the time. Yeah, and he said I didn't change my technique, I didn't change anything, and all of a sudden, same ref, different team, different call.
It's crazy as shit, man. I think back to that Green Bay. This is off the top of my head, but the Green Bay game last year, and they kept calling the holding call on Trey Flowers or face mask, and he's just literally pushing his shoulder, and, twice.
But honestly, think about the Saints that got absolutely dicked.
Yeah.
We get screwed in the regular season. Can you imagine that blown call to rob your team of the fucking Super Bowl?
Bro, I couldn't. I really couldn't, man, because I feel like I'd be mobbing in the fucking street. Especially
I've handled a lot. I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah, we've been mobbing the street, bro, because we haven't had a playoff win. I'm never in my lifetime. But I wouldn't be able to do it, man.
Woodward in the house.
What up, though, Woody? Yeah, you want to let people know where you got Woodward from, and because I know that's people you work with a lot and you sponsor.
Yeah, this is my dog right here. He's a pit bull corgi mix. He's full grown, but he looks like a mini pit bull. He's fucking dope. So, yeah, usually on Wednesdays we have the Detroit Dog Rescue in on the morning show to try to get, just pretty much a dog adopted or people to donate, $5 to Detroit Dog Rescue. Because if you donate $5, it feeds a dog for a week there, which is crazy to me that
That's
they can
actually
make
crazy.
that money stretch like that. So if you got an extra $5, that that's where they got to go. That put it there. But all types of dogs have walked in. They're all cool. But dude, this guy walked in, and I was like, man, what a weird looking, awesome, strange, handsome dog that is. and I asked for him, and here he is. He's my man.
Yeah, real quick too. Is there any chance you like can? I don't see how long he is.
He's not very long, man.
Okay.
He's he's not tall. He just looks like a pit bull puppy for life.
For life.
But he's like ripped, dude. His arms are all cut.
We were talking about it the other day too. He literally looks like he was doing push-ups before.
Yeah.
He's in the dog pen, just doing push-ups in doggy jail. Well, I don't want to call it doggy jail.
The dog pound.
Yeah. Didn't the Lions make the playoffs the year after Barry retired?
Yeah. They they weren't. I think it was an 8-8 team, if I do recall. It wasn't like Light the World on Fire, 1992, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Let me look that up.
While you're looking that up, I'll read some of these comments too, because there's a bunch of them. Easy Sports, imagine if we didn't waive or trade any of our players. We ran it back, meaning Kennard, Diggs, Damian, Stafford, Super Bowl contender. He had some crazy shit. I mean, yeah, we had a fucking team, man.
Yeah, they were 9-7. I mean,
9-7.
Yeah.
What Sean Beligian would hate that record.
Sean Beligian hates winning records.
Was a middle linebacker that ran a 4.9 40-yard dash. That he had a record for most tackles in a season. Damn, man.
Yeah, he was the man, bro. Like, the only bad thing I got to say about Spielman is he went to Ohio State. That's it. That's the only bad thing I can say about the dude. And the fact that what he's doing now that he's in charge of the Lions is, oh man, I love it. Like we talked to Dave Burkett from the Detroit Free Press, and Spielman's hands are all over these hires and players wanting to come here, take lateral moves to be here. I love it, man. Like the Bears linebacker coach leaves Roquan Smith and is like, you know what, I'm gonna go take the same position with the Lions. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, he was working with fucking Khalil Mack and shit too.
Yeah, and now he's just like, no, I'll take the same position for Detroit.
That is insane. That I had Glover on the pod, and we were talking about like when he came and Reggie came, and it was kind of like a feeling before like anyone even touched the field. It was like, this is like we're building something finally, Right. That's a handsome dog right there. I can't cap.
Look at those ears, man. He got the corgi ears with the pit bull face.
But it feels like that to me, man. And I'm not, like I said, I'm a Lions truther. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell it how it is. If I'm unhappy, I wasn't happy with the Brad Holmes originally, but then we brought in who's the fucking guy that we got from the Eagles in the front office? John Dorsey.
Dorsey's the man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and that gave me because that was one of the candidates that I was like I wanted, and fucking we end up having them and still, and then plus all these coaches are highly talked about. I like the fact they're playing. I'm just pumped, man. I think it's going to obviously take some time. I think there's a lot of holes in this team. But am I drinking Kool-Aid, bro? Am I tripping? Like, where you at with this?
This is what the Lions do to you, man. They give you just enough to get back in like that. Like, every year I'm in the same, like, all right, okay, we made some moves. All right, we're going to try the Patriot way. All right, okay, I'll give it a chance, like, this is what the Lions do. But overall, like, to me, this is the most impressive brain trust they've ever had to make this thing happen.
Yeah.
Like, all the way from bottom to top. Every position coach is legit, has either played in the league or coached in the league at the same position level or higher, which is great. We have former head coaches as OCs, which usually it's just like, oh, it's Jim Bob Cooter. And I was like, okay, cool. He did all right, but like, he's never been a head coach. Like, we want somebody that's overqualified for jobs, and I think we finally have him. The only person that's really not overqualified for his job is, ironically, Dan Campbell.
Yeah, it was a surprise hire, but the press conference stole it. He killed it. And I like the shit these guys got to say too. They're not giving these guys, these players, like anything. They're not like before. I feel like Stafford was something nobody wanted to touch or like speak on like negatively I guess he was coddled a little bit. You know what I'm saying, when it came to like being truthful. This guy, all these guys, they said nothing's promised. You know what I'm saying, everyone on the team is gonna have to earn their way onto the field. Even when they were talking to Anthony Lynn, he was talking about Yeah, I mean, if I had a rookie, I'd sit him. You know what I'm saying? But if the rookie's outperforming the, our current guy, like you're gonna have to put him in the field. But I like that shit. You're saying put some fucking gas to light the fire for our starting quarterback and make him play a little bit, man.
Yeah, and another thing I liked about that press conference, I kind of got lost in the kneecaps, is he mentioned coaching to your players, not trying to force square pegs and round holes. And that's what great coaches do, man. They use their players to the best of their ability. They don't try to just, nope, you got to do this, even though your linebacker can't do lateral, pursuit, but you got to put him in, a 4-3 defense where he's got to cover more ground. There's so many ways they misuse players, and look at Kyle Van Noy. He was misused here, and then they trade him obviously to
becomes a stud.
Yeah, becomes a stud because he's being used the right way. Skill sets apply to certain positions, and if you're out of position, that's on the coach, that's on the coaching staff, and so hopefully they live up to that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I hope so too. And the other thing too, he said, obviously beside the kneecaps, is he didn't give us a true identity to how we were going to attack the game. He kind of was just week to week, and I think that's fucking brilliant too, because then teams can't game plan for you. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what the fuck you're going to do. We're just going to attack your weakness and do what we're good at.
Yeah, and then you can game plan for teams. It's so remedial, but it's crazy that we just haven't been doing it for the Lions for so long. It's nope, we're going to run this. We're going to throw the ball to Kelvin Johnson, and even if you have 3 people on him, it's you may want to look at the guy that's wide open in the flat.
Yeah, Calvin stunted Stafford's growth 1,000%. I mean, Stafford was going to be Stafford too, but I think having Calvin in the beginning, I mean, I see him progress a little bit when Caldwell got here, but I think having Calvin though did kind of didn't really allow him to develop. I mean, he kind of got better a little bit after Calvin left too. You see him hitting different guys. Before it was fucking Calvin.
Yeah, they changed the offense. They made him more of a game manager, which is what he needed to be his whole career. But yeah, I mean, having the greatest wide receiver of all time, arguably, is never a bad thing.
Oh yeah, no, I don't mean a bad thing, but as far as his development as him as a quarterback,
right?
He as a pass fire. Blake Griffin kneecaps have been ripped out. That's fucking hilarious. That's facts though. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on these comments.
You're good, man.
Speaking of quarterbacks, I'm somewhat in the camp. I was so hyped when Dave Burkett came on and said, he had us taking a Trey Lance in his mock. Where you at with this draft for the Lions, man?
I don't know, man. Taking the 3rd or 4th best overall quarterback, is that really something you want to do right now? If we're probably gonna suck again next year, and maybe have a chance at a higher pick or a better quarterback, I don't know. It's a crazy. I believe the stat is since 2016 or something like that. No first-round quarterbacks are with their team really outside of the Mahomes class.
Wait, what's that stat again? That's crazy.
Yeah, Goff's gone, Wentz is gone. Everybody that's been drafted in the first round is gone from their teams. Teddy Bridgewater was another one in there. And you go back and you look at some of those names on those lists of first-round draft quarterbacks, and it's just oh, man. I don't know. And honestly, I haven't watched enough film on Trey Lance. Yeah. I just know that the guy is not accurate, and great, he can run. How does that work out for Baltimore? And they got the dope-ass defense, and Lamar Jackson's probably better than Trey Lance.
Yeah, I think Trey's a little better at throwing the ball, though.
No, his completion percentage is shit, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, let me look.
I'm going to look it up, too. I'll put it on the screen, actually. For the record. Even if my record don't stop. Here we go.
Is it 50% or something? Yeah, 50%. Oh, wait, that was a...
All right, his quarterback rating is 180.
Okay, what's his completion percent?
66%. Oh, that was one game, though. 67%. Okay. That's not.
Yeah, but does that percentage usually go up or down when you go to the pros?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing though. Here's the plus side though that I like is that we sit him. He's gonna sit. The other thing too is like these quarterbacks go, but how often like back to back to back like in the top 10? Like some of them get picked up along the way, like Deshaun Watson. I think even
No, I
Patrick
get
Mahomes.
it.
Yeah,
I know.
but
I
the
mean,
fact that like they're hyped.
Trubisky was the number 2 overall pick.
Yeah, that's
Trubisky.
the Bears though. They're terrible at quarterbacks, man. I don't think they've ever gotten it right in my lifetime. Even before me, with a skilled quarterback, there's kind of a guy there and a great defense.
Yeah, Matt Stafford's completion percentage at Georgia was 57.
Oh, see.
Georgia is in the SEC. Where does North Dakota State? Who do they
Dude,
play?
I couldn't even tell you who they play.
One team they played this year.
Yeah, they probably Don't say they play Wayne State. Joke might come after us. No, but I he's highly ranked. Everyone's talking about taking him in the top 10. I think that means he's gonna be good, man. We have 2 draft picks these next 2 years, 4 overall. Like we can still build a fucking team. We sit him. And if worst case scenario, we're paying our backup just as much right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, but what happens worst case scenario? Goff just lights it up, and now you gotta fucking waste this kid. Like he's gonna turn into what the Packers did this year with Jordan Love. Like that kid's not gonna see the field for 3 or 4 years, and then by then he's at the end of his rookie contract. You just wasted 3 years of the cheapest quarterback you're ever gonna get.
He's gonna become a trade asset though. The thing for me though too,
I'm play. How's he a trade asset?
He'll play. He'll see the field. Even like if we are good, I think week 17, 16s. We look at what happened with Matt Flynn. He had one huge game against us and got one of the biggest contracts ever, you know?
Right. But what I mean, honestly, like Jordan Love, like what are they gonna do with him? Like
I mean they're playing on Rodgers' retirement. Look at Green Bay's history. That's how they do it though. They did it with Favre. I mean, they did it with Rodgers, and obviously, hopefully, Jordan Love for them.
See, that's why I'm in the camp of like, give Goff this year. You don't have to draft a quarterback. There really is no pressure. You have your starter at least for the next 2 years because you're not getting rid of Goff this year. Because if you do, it kills your cap, right?
Yeah.
So you're playing the guy no matter what. And then see what you got with him before you invest capital in another pick. Because Goff is only 26 years old, man. He was the number 1 pick 4 years ago. Was in a Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You don't want to just discard that. Why don't you give the dude a year, spend this year on a defensive player? I'd like Micah Parsons.
Here's the thing with that, though, for me, similar to the remember how you brought up the running backs, the Super Bowl winning running backs the other day, like on their salaries? So I went back before Stafford was traded. I was like, this is why we need to get rid of Stafford. I looked up the salary of every Super Bowl winning quarterback since he was drafted. And the average was $8 million. And I'm looking at the names, Russ, Rodgers, a lot of these guys, Flacco, they all hit the Super Bowl when they're on the rookie deal.
Right.
Which means the money was spent elsewhere, like throughout the entire team. I think I want that opportunity in having like a Trey Lance start for us eventually down the line, like 2 years. And I don't want us to be in a scenario where we have to give up these the draft assets to get that guy, you know?
Yeah. See, the way I look at it though is, okay, if we spend 2 years of his rookie contract on the bench, we're really this year throwing away a cheap year that could lead to what you said, like you're sacrificing a year of that cheap contract.
It happens though, man. I mean, look, it's Mahomes, Rodgers. I mean, I'm not a big Brady guy, but even Brady,
they got brought into,
for sure. But
you want us to establish a culture. You want us to have a little bit of a system. Then draft them not this year, next year, then start them 3 years in.
But that's the thing. Next year, like, so say, what if we're not this high? You know what I'm saying? We're top 10 now. We're gonna get another guy. Are we gonna be in the position to take a top 10 guy, next year or the year after that?
But as you said, like the top 10 guys aren't always, look at where Mahomes and Watson, they weren't the top guys. Like you get fooled by this. To me, the only quarterback I'd really want out of this draft is Zach Wilson. I mean, obviously outside of Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. No, I like Zach Wilson too. I just don't even with him. I put him in the Trevor Lawrence category where he's just not going to be there at 7.
Yeah. I don't think so either.
Yeah, but you brought up an interesting point, and I'm glad you got to ask Dave Burkett to Zach Wilson's family relationship with John Dorsey, I think it was.
Yep. Yeah, Dorsey's been helping them prep for the draft and get them NFL ready and understand the interview process and what to put on film, what not to put on film. I just think that's an interesting connection, at least, and we got the extra assets. Do you maybe talk to the Jets or, maybe trade up and
No.
no? I mean, why
No,
not? You
man.
want a quarterback, right? Why not get the guy we agree is better?
I think Lance could be. I just think he needs to develop. I think he's the youngest guy there. If there's enough hype of him to be in the top 10, like maybe there's something there. I mean, I
think
don't
he's a better prospect than Trey Lance for sure, but I could be wrong.
know. Yeah. I like I said, when I look back at the salaries of the Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, I'm like, okay, like these guys rookie deals, the team was filled out with those draft picks. That's the opportunity to fill out your team. Give us a defense and a run game and whatnot. But and if I'm keeping you too long, man, like let me know.
Oh no, you're good. I was just looking to see if I still had half a blunt left.
Speaking of blunts, because I'm sure this is gonna be put out anyway. It's gonna be put out audio. You want to shout out to your sponsors at Levels and Grow Green and all them?
Sure. Levels Provisioning Center, soon to come to Ferndale, 9 Mile, and Hilton. The place is dope, man. Like their product, I'm serious. Like I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's ass. Like their product is legit. It's top shelf, all of it, and they don't kill you on the prices like a lot of these busted ass dispensaries are doing. And then you got Grow Green, growgreenmi.com. They got everything you need to grow with, your lights, your nutrients, your filters, everything, man. And they'll deliver to your house anywhere in Michigan for $50 flat rate on any shipment, no matter how big it is. So, and we got Yaldo Eye Center. I mean,
we talking about weed. Get the the weed to get your cataracts right. We don't need Yaldo quite yet. No, I'm just kidding. Stafford's mechanics got better when Caldwell got here. A lot of throws off his back foot before. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Caldwell was the man. Like, yeah, you saw me defend Caldwell. I'll defend him to my death.
Yeah, I mean, he deserved more time, if anything. I don't think you say his time was up for sure, because, like, look at Andy Reid.
Yeah.
How fucking long, you know what I'm saying? Like,
just look at any successful coach, really. Like, they need time to create that culture. In 4 years, he created the best culture we ever had. And it was like, we forgot who we were. It was like, oh, you're no longer good enough. Like, it was like, no, man, no.
I know, man. It's some shit we could have grown on too, because like only one team wins a championship every single year. Right. And if you have a guy who's getting you to the dance and at least give you the opportunity, then you have something that's fucking working, and just maybe work on the team at that point. Like let's see what we got here. Give it some fucking time. Like,
like we may not be the best fighters, but if you land one punch, like it changes momentum, and that's all you need if you're in the playoffs. And we've seen 9-7 teams go on runs. We've seen wild card teams win the playoff or win the Super Bowl a lot, and all you need is to get that momentum going. It's when you peak in the NFL, and who gives a shit if you're 9-7, 8-8? Like even if Washington backed in at 7-9 this year, but they were in the dance. They had a chance. Obviously, they ran into a buzzsaw in the Buccaneers, and that wasn't going to happen to anybody. It didn't matter who you were. But, they played the best against the Bucs the whole playoff run.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking weird, man. I wish that it's sour grapes. It's over with, but it's definitely hurts my butt still.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Speaking of sports, win with the Pistons, find the next Grant Hill, but no injuries. Ooh.
I mean, a lottery pick would be nice this year.
Yeah. Man, I hope, man. I'm so impressed with Troy Weaver, man. So impressed.
Incredibly impressed, man. Like, the only thing I got to knock him on is I really wanted Halliburton, and they took Killian Hayes, and Halliburton has turned out to be nothing but a stud for Sacramento.
No, because I haven't watched him, and I don't watch a lot of college ball. What's his game? Is he a passer? Is he a scorer? He's
a scorer, but he's got an awkward shot, and they thought it wouldn't really translate well to the NBA. He does an okay job creating space for himself off the dribble, but he was more of an off the ball scorer. But he's turned it on in the NBA, and it's been great to watch him. I hate it, but I love it at the same time, because it's like, damn, man. But you're also like, yeah, all right. I know what the hell I'm watching. I know what I saw. But
Yeah,
honestly, I didn't do any research on Killian Hayes. I didn't think Killian
no
would
one
be
did.
there.
Yeah, no one. I mean, he played with France, right?
Yeah.
Germany and France.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it was funny. The night of the draft, we had some inside information that the Pistons were going to go for a foreigner, but they didn't think he would be there. And so I forget the guy's name from Israel that was on the board, and that's who I really thought they were going to go after. And I was like, oh, they're going after it. Like I thought I knew it. And then they pulled Killian Hayes' name out of a hat, and I was like, oh, all right, we'll give him a chance. I like his little Euro step. He plays okay, but this injury is tough.
It is, man. I like his style of play though. Like I like that he shares the ball, and he doesn't necessarily have to score. If we can get the pieces around him, he'll excel others. I'm hoping he didn't look too great though before the injury too. I'll be completely honest.
No, but I'm okay with that. This is my cat Tyson.
Yeah. No. Oh, I didn't even notice. I thought because they're both black, he's not as cute as Woodward though. I'm not a cat guy. I'll be completely honest with you.
Oh man, I'm a cat guy. Cats are dope.
I used to have cats, but then when I moved out my mom's house, like 19, when I started going back there, I was sneezing all the time, and every time I'm around cats, it's fucking like that's what it is. It's fucking annoying. I can't enjoy my time. Plus, they don't give a shit about you. Cats don't give a like. They do this right, but like, they'll also like attack you for like no reason. Or like they run away. They're just like, fuck you. Like I can live by myself anyway. Like cats, they're users, man.
Dude, I got a tattoo of a cat on my forearm.
What's the story with the cat?
That's my cat, Lizzie. Like when I first moved out and got my own apartment in Detroit, I was living down by Belle Isle in the Jeffersonian, and like I grew up with tons of animals. Always, we had like 3 dogs, 3 cats. At one point, like I helped take care of a farm when I was a kid and stuff in Novi, and like when I moved out by myself, I come home, the house was just dead. Just like dead, and I was like, man, I'm missing an animal, and I went and found Lizzie, and like, dude. There's been tons of ups and downs in my life because, that is one thing about being an older fan is you've lived a little longer life, gone through some more shit. Some that hopefully you go through and some that hopefully you never go through, and she was just always there for me and like always just, no matter what the fuck happened in my day or how crazy it went or whatever, I'd come home and that cat would just be there to love me and hang out. And, she was just a cool cat.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had to put her down like 2 years ago, but I had her for 17 years too.
I believe it's a long ass time. Holy shit.
Yeah, from 21 to 38.
Wait, yeah, what do all cats live that long?
I mean, yeah, they can live up to like 20 some odd years. Yeah, man.
That is a long. I did not know that. I guess I'm just used to dogs and they're like dog.
Yeah, dogs are a lot shorter.
Yeah, it's because they're a lot more fun. Dogs and cats all day.
Nah, man, Lizzie was the shit. She'd like kill stuff and bring it to me.
You guys split it and eat it. We seen what not taking quarterback. Hold on, what the fuck? We see what not taking a QB when we had a pick last year and it worked out horrible for us. We don't know if we're gonna be picking top 10. That's where I'm at, kind of too. Steve.
Yeah, but did it work out horrible for us? I mean, like Tua, is he really gonna be that dude?
I did not want Tua. Honest to God, there's nothing that like I just don't like left-handed quarterback.
And we weren't taking Herbert.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure on either of those guys. Yeah, I was totally cool with not taking a quarterback last year. I just don't think left-handed quarterbacks are a thing at all. Like if you look out the history, I think there's Doug Flutie.
Boomer Esiason.
Boomer Esiason was left-handed.
Yeah.
Does he got a ring on that left hand?
No, that was the big knock on him.
All right, good. Fuck him. Fuck left-handed quarterbacks.
Oh wait, did Boomer get a? Yeah, maybe he did. I don't know.
You looking up?
Yeah, no, I don't think the Bengals ever won a fucking Super Bowl.
I don't think that. Yeah, no, I don't think so. We will see if they want to, but if he ain't there, then what? Then I want Micah Parsons or trade back.
Yeah, I don't mind Kwity Paye. I know it's a little too high to take him. If we had a different pick, I would love to take him too.
Yeah. We've had a culture, but the Fords got in their own damn way. It's like the Knicks; they get in their own damn way. I think. I mean, I like Sheila now. Sheila obviously is doing her thing. I
She
think what it was,
bad, man. She
yeah,
bad. I like Sheila.
she is dope, man. I think what it was, or my opinion of it, is like there the team was like a hand me down. It wasn't nothing like that. They like worked for it and earned themselves to have pride in, you know,
Right.
and like I mean, when I asked Slay, I was like, "What's the difference in ownership? You know, from here to there? You got an intruder? You gotta go fuck somebody else."
No, I don't know what he's doing. Up to something. What you doing, buddy? Come here.
Well, he's getting the cat. He's like, "Oh, you like cats?"
That's right. He's going nuts. No, sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good, man. I was making sure you were good.
Yeah, no, I'm good. There, hold on 1 second. Let me let him outside real quick.
You're good. I'm gonna read some of these comments. Wait to hear what Weaver do next year. You think you're impressed now? You have no idea. I know, man. I can't. This guy knows what the fuck he's doing. You look at like the NBA drafts, like throughout history. After like that second pick, you never really know what a guy's gonna be. It's always like a fucking like it's such a fucking shuffle. What guys are gonna be after like the top 2 or 3 picks? But he's landed not one but 2 late round picks who are producing without even having an off season. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, I saw someone comment about Halliburton.
Yeah, it's a mix between Kevin Martin and Allen Houston. Was that the one?
That's a great comparison. It honestly is. Kevin Martin had that weird little shot, and Allen Houston was so pure. Like that's a great comparison.
Yeah, I that's one of those older references with Allen Houston. I'm not too familiar.
He was a good Piston, man. He really was. That was one I hated to see go. And then when he went to New York, he played really well there, but he didn't really do anything with his career.
Did he win a ring in Houston or
in Houston?
I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know. I could be way off.
No, I think you're thinking Robert Horry.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't look like a dumbass. Stick. So where are you on Cole Anthony?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I really don't want to. I like his game. To me, North Carolina really hasn't done much this year, so it's tough to really say he's a great leader, and that's what I look for out of that type of guy, that type of position. But I don't know. I don't think the Pistons need him, if that's what you're asking.
No, yeah, he's long gone. No, but I definitely like what Troy Weaver does, and I'm confident in almost everything he does going forward, man. The thing too, when he got the 19th pick, whenever we had Sadiq Bey, he traded Luke Kennard or whatever it was. He traded up at some point, and like when they announced the trade, it was like he gave up nothing to move up, to get this guy. It's like he's fucking finessing, man. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
I mean, he wheeled and dealed and got some extra picks and used them, and like you said, finessed his way up the drafts. And dude, I couldn't be more happy. But oh look, Tayshaun Prince, he's at the Grizzlies game. He's VP of basketball affairs there.
For real?
Yeah, that's what they said. That's awesome.
I got
the Pistons are only down 9 now.
I gotta see if I can watch that too. Because they're only on what, Comcast now, right? Or AT&T?
I don't know what the hell they're like. I think Xfinity.
Yeah, I remember they're exclusive to like one provider at some point. I don't know if it's still the same way. Yeah. I was like, I may have illegally. No, I'm not gonna incriminate myself.
I'm not gonna incriminate myself.
I had to go about other ways to watch them, and it was too much of a hassle for a minute there. What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, Tayshaun Prince. So I snuck down for a courtside game one time. I snuck down 2 courtside. There was like a nice little light skinned family, and we were getting blown out. I sat down, I introduced myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm Daniel. Can I sit here? I never sat courtside. Blah blah. They're totally cool, and I was in. I was like an honorary family member. But then here comes my fucking bright, pasty ass redhead friend who wanted to sneak down too, who got caught because he clearly wasn't part of the fam, and then he snitched on me.
I was trying to point you out and be like, I'm with him.
Yeah. And then like, where's your ticket, sir? I'm like, God fucking, like, why, bro?
Sitting courtside at an NBA game is such a different experience.
It is. This was say because the reason why Tayshaun made me think of that is he was in the Grizzlies then, and him and Josh Smith were going back and forth, and I was like, damn, these dudes like talk mad shit like during these games. I didn't know it was like this.
Well, and just how freakishly big those motherfuckers are, man.
Yeah.
like in how athletic and how fast the game is and how big they look on how tiny the court looks. Like
Yeah.
it's such a different perspective. I've had the grace and opportunity to sit courtside a couple times, and each time I'm proud to say I've talked enough shit to get yelled at by an opposing team's player.
Who was it?
First one was from Memphis. Do you remember James Posey?
Yeah.
That punk ass. He was trying to guard Corliss the whole game when the Pistons had Corliss. And I'm on the court, like Corliss keeps taking the dude on the block, and I'm just yelling, he can't guard you, Corliss. He can't guard you. This guy ain't shit. You know, and like Corliss takes him on the block, scores. Takes him on the block, scores. And just like and eventually Posey fouls out of the game. And I'm yelling at him. I'm like, man, you got more fucking fouls than you got points. Like, get out of here. And like, he turns around. He's like, man, shut the fuck up. And I was like, yes.
That's funny.
And Corliss gave me like a nod coming down the court. And like, that's the cool part about the NBA out of any sport. You like, if you're sitting that close, you can actually affect the game, good or bad. Because, you know, you saw what happened to Reggie Miller and Spike Lee.
Yeah, that was... Bro, what a fucking savage, man.
Yeah, Jordan and Spike Lee. You know, like, Spike Lee got a lot of great athletes fired up.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that experience, and then for the I'm always a shit talker. I got yelled at by the usher or whatever, but my first Red Wings game, I sat row 0 at Joe Louis. I just got the fucking pound on the glass. I was drunk as shit. I just turned 21, and I don't even know who the fuck we're playing because I don't really watch hockey. But one of the guys like came, skated by me. He was just shaking his head. I was just talking so much shit to him throughout the game.
That's awesome.
I'll get some of these comments, man. I'll let you get going if you want to finish the game. What's the score right now, if you don't mind me asking?
62-70. 62-71. Third quarter, 4:45 left.
Let's see, we got Speaky came here. Casey worked with Kevin McHale. I'm sorry, we got loud. Easy Sports. Here's my take on Casey. Yo, he worked with Kevin McHale and he had Kevin Garnett and couldn't win a chip. We need either Larry Brown back or Popovich. That's not happening, man. I love you, Detroit Ghost. Thank you for always tapping into the streams, man. You've been having some wild questions, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't turn down Greg Popovich, but I'd rather have like a Steve Kerr maybe, or the Zen Master.
Yeah, he said fans wanted Larry gone. I don't think anyone wanted Larry Brown gone. He left on his own.
Yeah, that was a weird ending. I don't know, like the relationship just expired. Like that was it. And Larry, I think Larry's the one who wanted out. Like I don't know too many fans who wanted him out. And obviously you saw that, not obviously the team, because Ben Wallace, the reason why he left, because when Flip Saunders came in, he didn't love Flip. And Flip wouldn't fucking give him the ball and run offensive play for him. So he's like, all right, I'm going to go to Chicago where they said I could be a two-way player. And it's like, Ben, you're not a two-way player, but Larry Brown was smart. The first play, like you watch 90% of the old Piston games from 2004, the first play, post up to Ben Wallace. And that was it. It's like, all right, we got him in the game. We got him a shot. And if you got him going, Pistons would go nuts when Ben Wallace was scoring.
Yeah, when I think of Ben Wallace asking to play offensive ball, I think of you ever seen The Longest Yard?
Yeah,
Brucey wanted to play quarterback. He's like, look, get Brucey the ball, let Brucey in.
Yeah, just square peg round hole. Like sometimes you just got to do what you do best.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. Oh, Fox Sports. Oh, that's for the Pistons. Yeah. But they took it off certain cable networks. It was just on them.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Fucking annoying, man. Tayshaun Prince, a.k.a. Palestine Prince.
Yeah, if you love Tayshaun Prince, do yourself a favor. Go on YouTube and look up his game versus North Carolina when he was at Kentucky. He hits 5 3-pointers in a row to start the game, and he progressively gets deeper and deeper and deeper to like Dame territory where he's shooting at half court. It's one of the most phenomenal starts to a game I've ever seen.
That's lit, man. I love Tayshaun. He played defense. He could shoot the ball, and he shared the ball pretty well too, almost like a point guard.
He's what every championship needs. Every championship team needs is a glue guy.
Yeah,
and you're right. He was the Mr. Do Everything. You needed him. He was a mismatch to really whoever they put on him. Like a bigger guy, he was faster than a smaller guy. He just take to the post, and he had good post up moves. obviously the chase down block. He always gave effort. You know, when he
Yeah.
came into the league and, you know, shut down Tracy McGrady in the first round of the playoffs and took Michael Curry's small forward position. Like, yeah, Tayshaun was the man.
Always guard LeBron.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
22nd overall draft pick, too. So there's another case of you don't always have to have that top pick.
Yeah, just a hustle and grit.
Yep.
What do you make of the Carmelo shit that came up like last summer? Him saying, "Oh, if I went to Detroit, do you think we still would have won with Carmelo?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Larry Brown didn't play rookies.
Mm.
And, you know, that was part of Carmelo's bitch, or even when they went to the Team USA when Larry Brown was the coach. He didn't play young guys.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that was just
a different player, too.
Yeah. To me, the miss was Wade. It wasn't Carmelo.
Yeah.
You know, you put Dwayne Wade behind Rip and Chauncey, and that's your three-headed monster in your backcourt.
Fuck, bro.
You already got Tayshaun at small forward, which you said, you know, you wouldn't need another scorer if you had Wade. And then all of a sudden Rip becomes disposable if you need it, if you need to trade him down the road for assets, and you got, you know, Chauncey, D-Wade, like, and you can't forget also the decision to keep Sheed. As much as I love Sheed, like, over Memo Okur, who went on to be a pretty good power forward in his own right. You know, that was a big decision that year.
Yeah, he went to Utah, became a stud.
Yeah.
I remember hearing people on the radio saying they wanted Larry gone.
Yeah, I guarantee you, no matter what time of the year, anywhere, there's people that want Andy Reid gone, I bet.
Yeah. They wanted Jim gone, too, for the Tigers.
Yep.
I think manager in baseball doesn't really matter, though, does it? Like,
oh, fuck, yes.
You think so?
Oh, my God, yes.
I think it's the most, like, you just do it, go out there, like, do your shit. Like, they've fucking been playing this game their entire fucking life, so you think they don't know what the fuck to do? Like,
there's
you just
so
put
much
the best players out
involved in baseball, man. There's so much strategy and just how to, you know, even approach the game. Are you going to play small ball? Are you going to move players over into position? Are you going to bunt? Like, you're going to be a power team? Like, you know, the pitching decisions are crucial. Where to pitch people, how to pitch people. Like, you got to remember, a lot of the preparation goes in before the game too. You know, knowing scouting reports on, hey, this guy only likes it up and in. This guy will crush your curveball if you leave it hanging. Like, there's a lot that goes into baseball, man. I love baseball.
I feel like give me the Tigers. Give me the best roster. I didn't give a shit when obviously Jim was great for us. I was pissed when Dombrowski left.
Yeah. But Dombrowski, we got to let Woody in, but Dombrowski almost did it to himself, man, because what he did is he built a great farm team. Then he fucking traded away every piece and left us necking.
Yeah, because I think he saw the future. He's like, oh, these guys get rid of me? Like, fuck them. I'm giving these guys to Boston, and I'm about to go over there and win a fucking chip.
No, that's just kind of what Dombrowski did, because he did the same damn thing in Boston. You know, like, he emptied all his pockets and, you know, got them good players, and who cares? I mean, I don't give a shit what happens to our minor league as long as we're competing for World Series.
Yeah. I remember one day I was at work listening to 971, and the fans were on Larry's head saying how the Pistons need to move on. The team don't look the same and everything. Those people were stupid.
I mean, they just came off back-to-back finals appearances where they lost in Game 7 to the Spurs on the road, and they probably could have won that series had Rashid not left Robert Horry in Game 5. Like, I don't know. I was not ready to lose Larry Brown at that point.
Yeah, no. Well, shit, man. We're coming up on an hour. I do appreciate taking the time. I know we had a long week this week, but a fucking killer week too, man. I'm excited for what's to come for Woodward Sports, man.
Oh yeah, man. You ever want to talk sports? That's why we do this, man. I could do this all day. And it's fun to be like not the host, you know?
I definitely feel that, man. Anything we got coming up next week that you want to tell people about, or any guests or anything like that?
No, man. Just, you know, make sure you download the new Woodward Sports app. You know, just go to the App Store, search Woodward Sports. It's got already like 45-star reviews, which we're very proud of.
Hell yeah.
And just make sure, you know, you support it, because like I said, we're just here trying to do big things. Detroit people, you know, like, we did it because we love the city. We did it because we love the teams. And I can't wait till the world opens up and we can roll up to parties with D-Mac and Joik Bell and Joey's crazy ass.
I can't wait to party with D-Mac. Does he still party or no?
No, he smokes, but he's been sober a long time, and that's part of his story and part of his journey. And I've learned that is one of the most genuine individuals I've ever met in my life.
Isn't it fucking crazy, man? 4-time like World Cup champion. World Cup, Jesus Christ, Stanley Cup champion. He's like the most humble dude I've ever met. Like one of the nicest guys, most baddest guys too. Like you watch his highlights and shit.
That's because he's been through shit, man. And you'll usually find that like the most humble people are the people who've actually lived it and been through it, and they got stories that made them that way.
Yeah. Yeah, the nicest dude. Because I'm younger too. And I'm not the biggest hockey fan. I always knew he's a badass because I hear the stories and stuff like that. But I went on YouTube that night after like talking to him. I was like, oh, there was so much fucking footage of this guy's whooping people's asses. Like, insane, bro.
That's what he was great at, man.
A stick, bro. It's a 10. Like, if you count like a 60-second minute, bro, it's fucking long. 10-minute video of him just fucking. It's all separate fights. Like, god damn, bro.
He's a tough dude, man. Like in life and on the ice.
Yeah, man. I'm fucking glad to have him around, just even for like life advice too. Now over there at Woodward Sports, and fucking obviously he can talk his ass off and knows and been through some shit too. So he's got a show coming out too, right?
Yeah, that's part of the new show that's coming out, and we're gonna make that announcement coming up, I believe, this week. So yeah, that's something you should listen for this week is the new lineup.
Bet.
Yeah.
Eventually, other podcasts will be in there too, right? Everyone under the umbrella.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're adding them weekly, essentially.
Well, there you go, guys. Speak Easy about to be there too, the audio version. So you guys want to keep YouTube open, killing your battery and whatnot. Hide your phone from your boss at work.
Yeah, and then eventually, we'll carry all that and put it on the app. We'll have your category up there, and you can just binge listen to Speak Easy.
Fuck yeah. App is free. Sound like all the sponsors are pretty much gonna be like local spots you can hit too. So no commercials. If there is commercial, it's something relevant to you. It's probably a store right around the corner that you could actually go to.
Yeah, that's the cool part, man. Like, like we're not national, and we're people love to support local, and we love to support them back. You saw that with the Stuff of Studio promotion that we did.
So dope.
We raised $75,000 worth of toys when nobody else was doing shit because they were afraid to, do stuff this holiday season. And it's crazy. And we did that with social media. We didn't do it with a big radio station. We didn't do it with TV. We just did it with reaching out to people we know and social.
Yeah. Yeah, man. This Woodward Sports is a big thing, man. If you guys like 971, over here we cursing. We got D-Mac. We got Joik Bell, Sean Belizean, Stick, Joe.
We death row of Detroit sports, man.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I love that. So we got to make someone to make like some kind of edit of like their shit with that'd be sick, man. I'm glad
we're on it. The time will come.
But in the description, I will put the Woodward Sports YouTube, so you guys can subscribe over there if you already have it, and obviously download the app. Actually, I'll put a link to that too. I gotta go down and edit this, but thank you guys for joining. I'm at the end of the live. Thanks for hopping on.